Well, what's in this box, you may be asking? It's a really small box. Now, it's an e-bike. It's the Fafrees F20 Pro. And looking at the size of this box, it's got to be a pretty small bike. Hopefully, it'll give a bit of a punch as well. Let's get it unboxed, see what it's all about. Very surprised with how small this box was, and what I like to do is cut the front off the box, as you can see, just flap it open. It just means I can lay the box down and use it so I don't get the bike scratched. Plenty of packaging to take off here, but keep it all in one place, get it down the tip, and that way you won't have any issues. The bike comes folded in half. I'm just unfolding it now. Well, all I've done there is literally unfold it and everything's assembled. The wheels are all assembled. All I've got to do basically is bring up the handlebar. Is literally just lift that up like that. Push that backwards and then just swivel around this little black thing into that slot there, which just holds that in place so it can't come undone. And that's basically the handlebars in place. All I've got to do now is to put the stem in there, which should be a pretty straightforward job. It can only go in one way and it's got these handy little numbers there so you can set your ride height for exactly how you want it. Just undo the clamp a little bit, drop it in. Now I'm not too sure where I'm going to actually want this. I'm going to have it on number 2 there, I think, at the moment. Now again, if it's a little bit too loose, if that clip comes over a little bit too easily, you can just pull it back off, turn that little knob about a quarter of a turn, push it in again. Yeah, I want a little bit more resistance there, so I'm just going to turn it in a bit more, like a complete turn, I think, and you'll soon know if it's too much because you won't be able to pull that over. But in this case, I've got that just about right, so I'm going to keep that like that. The saddle wants spinning round. Again, it's another one of those exact same clips, so just pull that out. You just spin the saddle around and obviously lift it up to where you're going to need it. So I'm going to try there. And same again, if that does tend to push down, just do what I've done there. Undo that little nut, pull the lever across and just tighten that nut up a little bit, and that'll give you just a little bit more resistance on your clip there. There we go. That works well for me. I'm happy with that. So it looks like the only bit of installation I've got to do is to put the pedals on. They're in the package. I'm just going to get them and I'll come back to you. Right, okay, so we've got the pedals now, and it says here we've got a gift box. Now I'm anticipating there will be some tools in here for us to actually complete the installation. All right, yeah, here we go. So in here we've got a happy smiley face. Yeah, just some basic stuff there, which you can obviously read at your leisure. Takes you to the official website, and there's a couple of QR codes in there as well. You have got the user manual there. Well, that's quite novel, something which I haven't seen before. They give you a box of spares here. You get a spare set of brake pads, which is very, very handy. There's a key ring in there as well. You've got your multi-tool there. They even give you a spare tyre, so obviously these are not tubeless. They have got inner tubes in them as well. You've got a little cap there for your valves. There's a couple of fuses in there as well, I did notice, in case you blow a fuse. 2 different types in there. You've got this long one and obviously a little one as well. 30 amp and a 5 amp by the looks of it. And there's also a spare wheel reflector in there as well. You have got one on the back and front wheels. It's just a spare. I'm going to try and tighten up these pedals, if you can do it with this tool. I'm presuming there's a 15mm or something spanner in there, or socket. They do give you one here, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be any good. You've got Allen keys in there, you've got a few little sockets in there. Not that I've needed anything, but these pedals are handed, by the way. The left pedal has got a left-handed thread, so you would need to put these on the right pedals, and they should be marked as well. There we go, that's the right pedal. That one goes over the other side. This is the left-handed pedal, and these pedals do collapse as well. I'll show you that in a minute. So let's just put that in there and turn it anti-clockwise. I don't know whether this spanner is going to be any good. It does actually fit on there, so you can get away with it. I'll try and use it, but for safety I'm just going to put my own spanner on there and do that up. So I'm going to do that now. You ain't got to see that. Well, all I can say is that's got to be one of the easiest e-bikes I've ever had to assemble. There was nothing to do really apart from put the handlebar stem in, spin the seat around and put the pedals on. That was basically it. Normally all the fiddly bits, the mud guards and all that are normally something you have to do, but very, very simple. Right, let's have a little look around it, see what it actually looks like close up, and I'll tell you some of the specifications for it before we take it out for a ride to see how it performs. So straight out of the box, I was impressed with this because of the actual size of the box. Now the bike itself only weighs just over 25 kilograms. It comes with this detachable 36 volt battery, which has got 18 amp and 648 watt hours. Probably got a charging cycle with the charger that comes supplied of between 7 to 9 hours to charge it up fully from totally flat. Nice little addition. Does come with the side stand and also completely fitted. The only thing you had to install was the pedals, and these pedals here, for example, are foldable. You just pull that little lever in there and you're able to fold them up to make them narrower when you're putting it somewhere. So that's a very nice little addition there. The front and rear brakes are disc brakes, and as I say, you do get a spare set of pads just in case, and they are cable operated. A lot of people prefer cable operated. Easier maintenance is one of the main reasons for that. It does come with suspension, which is adjustable via this damp here. And as I say, on this side, you've got the damper set in there. I think they've got 70 mils worth of travel. Not the greatest amount of travel, but really for the sort of riding, you're not going to be going off-road on this one. So it's more of a means of transport rather than an off-road machine. And you can also lock the suspension in the lock position in case you need to be able to do that. It does come with front and rear lights automatically fitted as well, and they both run off of the main battery, and I think it's actually got a brake light as well, so that's a nice little addition. It does come with the 7-speed Shimano gear setup with the Tawny Durellier rear setup there. Proven track record this setup on most e-bikes, and also very reliable as well. There is no rear suspension, but you do have a sprung seat there, which happens to be able to take up the cushion. I've just had a little quick ride round on it and it done that no problem at all. And the battery coming around this side, if you want to actually remove the battery, you do have a little lever there. You just lift up, tilt the seat forward like that. I think you just put it in that position there, and you should be able to just lift the battery out. There you go. Take it inside if you wish to charge it, and the charging port is on the side there as well. This slides in via a nice little easy rod at the back there. If you can just see that, you've got to get that rod in there, just slide it fully down, then just push it into place, and the job's a good one. You can't power the bike up unless you turn the ignition on, which is around there. There's a little note there on the bottom there just to denote that that's the ignition switch. You can't take the key out, so you leave the key in, and it also has this little indicator there which you can press on just to see the battery life. I can see that's got a full charge at the moment there. Coming up to the controller, you've got a power button on the front there, which you just turn on. Now it's going to be very much daylight here today because the sun is belting out. You've also got up and down there for your power assist there, so you go up to the 3 speeds there, or down by pressing the down button there. Now this thing does come with a throttle installed as well, a thumb throttle there. It's locked to 15.4 miles an hour for UK loose, but you can unlock it. There will be instructions online on how to do that. I've seen YouTube videos. For the purpose of this video, I will be unlocking it. So as you can see, there's the sprung seat there, and it also comes with this little pad on the back there, which you probably won't be using. It could be just taken off and just used as a rack there, so it depends on your own preference at the end of the day. So as I say, this one is a UK model. It does come with the 250 watt brushless motor there, which should push this from 25 kph, which is 15.4 miles an hour, as I say, but it can be unlocked to do nearly 30 miles an hour. They reckon the range on it, if you're just using it in that mode and using it on low pedal assist, you'll get to 70 to 90 kilometers. But realistically, if you're unlocking it, you're probably going to get about 20 miles on it if you're using it at full power. The charger rate is about 7 to 8 hours. It can take up to 140 kilograms payload, and the frame is actually made out of an aluminium alloy, so there's no chance of that rusting at all. And that's basically it. Everything else is installed, it's ready to go. So let's get it out on the road, have a little look at it, and see what it's like. Right, so I've brought it inside just to show you the speed control and the speed it does on full speed. It's when it's in the restricted mode. So I'm just going to turn the power on by pressing the power button on the top. Hold that for a long press, and I'm also going to set the power assist up to number 3. I'm just going to tip the bike a little bit onto the side so I can spin the back wheel, and when I open the throttle, as you can see, it does a maximum of 25 kmh. So I'm going to de-restrict this now, and all I'm going to do is just turn it off again, so by holding a long press on the power button, and while it's in the off position, you want to push the throttle down you want to pull the brake lever in while it's in the off position, and then turn the bike on again, and then count 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You'll see that error code at the bottom flashing. That's the seconds. Let go, and it will go back to normal. Now I'm going to lift it up off the back wheel again. I'm going to put the power assist now up to 3 again now. Don't forget the figure we saw on there was 25 kmh. Let's see what it does now. There we go, right up to 47, 48 kmh. That is now unlocked. To lock it again, you just do that same procedure again, and it will lock the speed of 25 kmh. Right, I'm now going to show you how to change the kmh to mph, miles per hour. Just turn the unit on with a long press. You're going to hold the plus and minus buttons both together until you enter the program mode. You'll see the number 1 flash. So you're then going to hit the plus button because we want to get to number 4. So that's number 2, number 3, and number 4. Number 4, you can see the function is on 00. If you just press the power button again, you'll make the bottom one flash, and you now want to hit the up button to put that on to number 1, and it's changed over to miles per hour. So when you come back out of that, there we go, long press, I'm now set on miles per hour. And in the unlock state, which this one is, I just showed you how to do that previously. If I just tip the bike up now, put it in power mode number 3, which is maximum, tip it on the side a little bit, and push the throttle, 29 miles per hour. There you go, that's the unlocked version now, reading in miles per hour, and I've showed you how to change from kilometres to miles per hour, and also how to unlock this. Right, okay, so we're at the front now. I'm just going to turn the power on, one long press at the top. I've got my side stand up, always make sure that's the case. And I'm going to leave it in power assist mode number 1 just to start pedalling, and off I go. So really easy to pedal with. It's just doing its own thing, it's just pulling. I'm just going to take it up to power assist number 2. Take it right up to number 6 or 7. Put it in power mode number 3. And then it pulls. And as you can see at the moment, I'm going along at 20 miles an hour at the moment, 21 miles an hour, comfortably. So use the throttle. The throttle's still pulling me. I'm going to just turn around. Try the brakes out. Yeah, they work absolutely fine. I'm leaving it in pedal assist mode number 7 at the moment. Gear number 7, sorry. And just to start turning, you do 1 revolution and then off she goes. She starts pulling away, just leaving it in number 7 mode. So I'm just going to try off the throttle, which makes cruising nice and easy. And even though it hasn't got rear suspension, it's a lovely soft ride. That sprung seat definitely makes all the difference. And I'm just tooting along now, power mode number 3. Not even using full throttle. I'm going to use full throttle at the moment now, and that's taking me up to about 24, 25 miles an hour. And it's got a cruise control. And I've just let go now and it's slowing down. So when you activate cruise control, and as soon as you brake, it comes off of cruise control. But just as easy to pedal. Nice and simple. And it's taken the bumps very well. Don't forget, this is a very light little e-bike, this one. So ideal if you're going to be using it for travelling, camping. You need to put it in the back of your car. So let me just turn around. I'm still in gear number 7. As soon as you rotate that pedal half a turn, then she kicks in automatically, so it's not hard to do at all. I doubt if you'd ever use this off-road. Don't forget, it is a foldable e-bike, and it does come with these 20-inch by 3-inch wheels, which are aluminium, so they're nice and light. But the throttle is just such a handy thing to use. The throttle control, very handy. So there we go, folks, that's the Fafrees F20 Pro. It's a lovely little bike, and it folds down to basically nothing. You saw that when I first took it out of the package. It's nice and light, 25 kilograms, so if you're travelling around and you need to carry an e-bike with you, if you're like in a camping situation, or you've got a motorhome or stuff like that, or only you might have limited storage space to put an e-bike, and it's ideal when it folds down. It's two little controls there, as I showed earlier on when I put it together. Absolutely brilliant. It does come in a variety of colours. I'll leave the link in the description below for this actual bike, and it's under £1,000 this one, so that's very good value for money. 250 watt motor, brushless motor. It does have the throttle on it, but as I said to you, able to be unlocked. It's a lovely little commuter. Anyway, check out the link below, folks, if you want one, and we'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.